It's indeed a great news that there is a new committee that is looking at child rights in Europe, at the Council of Europe members. And this committee is following the strategy on the rights of the child that was adopted by the Committee of Ministers. And the main mandate, in fact, of this committee is to look into the implementation of the strategy, both at the level of the Council of Europe organization and the work that different bodies of the Council of Europe, including the Parliamentary Assembly and the monitoring bodies, do on child rights, but also, and most importantly, the work that the member states do to implement, to enhance the agenda of the child rights in their own states and for the children in their own territories. So the work of the committee is indeed very relevant because we expect that we will promote the agenda on the child rights, and we will push the governments to do more work to implement standards, which ultimately will translate into a better life for children in Europe. First of all, the first task the committee is mandated with has to do with the monitoring of the strategy on the rights of the child. And then we are mandated with developing new guidelines and guiding the Committee of Ministers and the Council of Europe in two emerging issues for children, which is child migration. So all the children that are on the move, that are affected by migration, and the refugee crisis, which is an emerging issue, and we all listen about a great number of children that are actually entering or transiting through the European countries, whose rights deserve to be protected. And the second issue is the information and communication technologies, so what we call the internet or the digital environment. And on the one hand, the challenges that this comprises for the children's lives, and on the other hand also all the opportunities, in fact, that the digital environment opens to child development, growth, education and information. So the committee will be specifically working and looking into these issues, and at the end of 2017 we will propose guidelines and standards in these two very important areas. Lastly, but not less importantly, we will be working on child participation, which is one of the priorities of the strategy, but is also one of the specific tasks of the committee to look into concrete and practical ways for involving children in decision-making, both in the work of the committee, in the Council of Europe, and as well at the country level.